Hello, this is Hiroko. Today, I'd like to talk about the Japanese concept of wa, which is said to be difficult for foreigners to understand through a story. Once you understand the true meaning of this culture that emphasizes harmony, you'll be amazed at the depth of the Japanese spirit. Prefectural Urawa High School, located in Urawa City, Saitama Prefecture, is known for its soccer club, which regularly participates in national tournaments. But it's not a school with particularly talented players. Rather, it has a tradition of competing against strong schools, through the power of wa, or harmony, as a team. 3 springs ago, an Argentine coach was appointed to the Urawa High School Soccer Club. Carlos Rodriguez, 45, served as coach for Argentina's prestigious Boca Juniors for 15 years, where he developed numerous players. With a style of soccer that emphasizes individual skill, Carlos taught a style of soccer that emphasized individual genius, like that of Messi and Maradona. His belief was that one outstanding player can lead the entire team to victory. However, after coming to Japan, he encountered a completely different soccer philosophy. Carlos was confused when he observed the first day of practice. Coach Tanaka, 52, explained, "Our soccer is based on harmony. Each player understands their role and values harmony within the team." Harmony? What exactly does that mean? It's about prioritizing team success over individual success. It's about choosing plays that benefit the team as a whole, rather than plays that highlight you. Practice began. The team's ace, second-year Yamada, was clearly the most skilled player. But he always chose to pass, passing the ball to his teammates, even when he could have shot himself. "Yamada, why didn't you shoot? You're the best," Carlos asked. There was someone in a better position. But when you think about the team as a whole. A week passed. Carlos began to see patterns in the players' behavior. Everyone was always considerate of each other, without asserting their own opinions. One day during practice, first-year Suzuki made a big mistake. In Argentina, a player would receive a stern reprimand from their seniors. But that wasn't the case at Urawa High School. Captain Sato ran up to Suzuki and said, "Don't worry, Suzuki. You can definitely do it next time. We'll all support you." Carlos asked Coach Tanaka, "Why don't you scold the players who made mistakes?" "We don't scold players to improve, we encourage them. If one player gets discouraged, the harmony of the entire team is disrupted. By everyone supporting each other, the whole team becomes stronger." In the second week, there was a practice match. The opponent was a strong school in the prefecture, and they had many players with excellent individual skills. However, Urawa High School's players moved as a single organism. Their passes were accurate, their defense was organized, and their offense was fluid and beautiful. In the 15th minute of the first half, Yamada dribbled past the opponent and created a golden opportunity for a shot. However, he didn't take the shot himself, instead passing it to his junior, Tamura, who was in a better position. Tamura scored a goal, and the whole team shared in their joy. At halftime, Carlos asked Yamada, "Why didn't you shoot yourself?" Tamura was in a better position. Soccer isn't an individual sport. The most important thing is for the team to win. Urawa High School won the match 2-1. After the game, the players hugged each other in celebration, but no one claimed personal credit. "We won thanks to everyone," Yamada said. "It was all thanks to Yamada's assist," Tamura replied. "It was a victory won by the whole team," Captain Sato summarized. In the third week, Carlos observed the players' daily lives. He noticed that the spirit of wa, harmony, was ingrained not only in soccer, but in all their lives. During lunch break, when Suzuki forgot his lunch, the older players shared theirs. Even during after-school cleaning time, the soccer club players took the initiative to help clean the entire school. Why go to such lengths? If the whole school isn't comfortable, we won't be comfortable either. Creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable ultimately benefits us, Captain Sato answered. Carlos understood. The Japanese concept of wa, harmony, wasn't just about harmony within a team, but also about harmony throughout the larger community. A month later, they had a practice match against a strong private high school. The opposing team had several nationally renowned players, and were clearly superior in terms of individual ability. In the pre-match meeting, Coach Tanaka said, "The opposing team has many players with excellent individual skills. However, we have wa harmony. If each player plays their role and fights as a team, we're sure to play a good game." As expected, the opposing team launched a fierce attack. However, Urawa High School's players remained calm and organized in their defense. When one player was about to be overtaken, their teammates quickly stepped in to cover for them. 20 minutes into the first half, the opposing team scored the opening goal. But Urawa High School's players refused to give up. It's okay, we've still got a long way to go. Let's all get it back. 15 minutes into the second half, Yamada got behind the opposing defense and created a one-on-one situation. However, instead of shooting himself, he passed the ball to Captain Sato, who was free to score the equalizer. Though the match ended in a 1-1 draw, the Urawa High School players celebrated as if they had won. They were happiest about being able to compete on equal terms with a superior opponent. The opposing team's coach came to see Carlos. What a great team. We may be better in terms of individual skills, but we were completely defeated in terms of teamwork. After 2 months, Carlos began to reevaluate his coaching methods. In addition to the individual-focused training he brought from Argentina, he began incorporating Japanese-style teamwork training. As a result, the players' play became more lively than before. Individual skills had improved, but even more so, the team's overall teamwork had improved. Coach Tanaka said to Carlos, "The spirit of harmony doesn't limit individual ability, it actually brings it out to the fullest. It's precisely because each player has a safe environment that they can perform to their full potential." 3 months into the game, the team faced off against a school that regularly competes in the national tournament. In the semi-finals of the prefectural tournament, the day before the match, Carlos spoke to the players. "I learned a lot during the 3 months I spent with you. While individual strength is important, team harmony is an even more powerful weapon." On the day of the match, the opposing team launched a fierce attack from the first half. 30 minutes into the first half, they finally scored the opening goal. However, there was no sign of despair on the faces of Urawa High School's players. Just after the start of the second half, Urawa High School showed brilliant teamwork to score the equalizer. Yamada passed the ball to Captain Sato, who then passed it to Tamura, and Tamura then passed it to Suzuki in front of the goal. It was a beautiful goal that involved 4 players. Carlos was deeply moved. While in Argentina, a single player would dribble past the opponent and shoot, Urawa High School's players created a goal with 4 players passing the ball. The match went into extra time. Finally, in the second half of extra time, the winning goal was scored. This time, it was an assist from junior player Suzuki to senior player Yamada. The Urawa High School soccer team won the prefectural tournament and qualified for the national tournament. It wasn't a superstar who achieved this feat, but ordinary high school students who continued to believe in the power of harmony. After completing his training, Carlos shared his thoughts. "I thought that individual skill was the essence of soccer. However, the spirit of harmony I learned in Japan had a power that far surpassed that. Each individual shines while simultaneously maintaining harmony as a whole. I believe this is the true essence of team sports." After returning to Argentina, Carlos incorporated the spirit of harmony he learned into his coaching in his home country. He established a new style that emphasizes individual skill, while also emphasizing teamwork, and has helped many young players grow. Today, the Urawa High School Soccer Club has become a team that attracts attention nationwide. The secret to their strength continues to lie in the spirit of wa. One for all for one. This beautiful harmony is the true essence of Japanese wa. What did you think? Japanese wa does not mean sacrificing the individual. Each person fulfills their role while maintaining harmony as a whole. By doing so, both individuals and teams can demonstrate greater power. If you have the opportunity to come into contact with the spirit of wa in Japan, try to sense the deep wisdom behind it. Next time, I will again share with you the unknown beauty of Japan. This was Hiroko.